Hey guys, welcome, bringing you a general reading for the collective of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. How are you, Virgo? I know. Not date or time specific. I just trust that whenever you come upon the reading, if it resonates for you, it's your message at that time. But as a general reading, it may not resonate for everyone. So please just take what speaks to you, leave the rest. If it's not your reading, that's okay. Maybe the next one will be. Not a lot going on in the cosmos. Moon is in Taurus, so we've got that grounded, loving feeling. I hope you're feeling it as well. We're all through the worst of the first part of 2022. And now we get a little bit of rest before we enter retrograde season. No, not retrograde. Eclipse season. Oh my God. Eclipse season in May. Okay, so rest up. All right, Virgo. So I pulled your, and by the way, I'm sorry that my last few readings, yours, Leos, Cancers, I even want to say possibly Gemini, they're getting up later because I've been dealing with some stomach pain. So I found the culprit. Ixnay on the pineapple pay. No pineapple for me anymore. Found the problem. But it's very hard for me or any reader to concentrate and channel energy when you're under the weather, physically, mentally, or emotionally. And it just, I wake up with it, or it comes on shortly after breakfast where the pineapple is had. And then I'm just battling it, all day. So my apologies. I hope to get back on track now that I know exactly where it's coming from. Okay. So I'm going to apologize for the neighbors. I can hear all the activity at their front door, which is like right here. Pulled from Shaman's Dream. You got some really powerful oracle. Starting with card 25. 2 and 5 is 7. Garden of Venus, rest and renewal. Oh, isn't that lovely? This is the place of all is well. I know. You're invited, actually, you are being summoned here, Virgo, to return to the pleasure garden of love. Put your sword away. Put your sword away. You don't need it where you're going. There's no need to defend. You are being summoned back to the pleasure garden of love. I love that for all of us. Next card, card 54, the crossing, initiation. This is one of those you can sort of see that cave with that bright light emanating from it, but it's a very mysterious card. And it says initiation, but the message that I pulled out of it is that it's time to say goodbye to your old ways of navigating your world. You're going back to the pleasure garden of love, Virgo. So, you got to put down your sword is exactly what I'm saying here. You've come to the crossing here because you're clearly ready. So have no fear. All shadows will be illuminated once you make the crossing. And your final card, which I'm going to read right out of the guidebook because there was no way I could kind of condense the message. Card 49, skywriting, the fates. Now that's Jupiter. The fates. And here's what it says, and I'll hold it up so you can see it. I know, it's a big message, and I don't want to miss a word. It says, it is written in the sky that you have a destiny. You are being invited to explore certain aspects of your life unique to you and you alone. That does not mean that your path will be easy, paved with gold and littered with diamonds, nor does this predict that your journey will be treacherous. It is just your path, with parts that cannot be changed and must be radically accepted as they are. In this way, whatever you are faced with, every single aspect of your life is perfect in its imperfection. Not good or bad, neither inflow nor blocked, this nor that. See your life as a series of opportunities rather than an obstacle course. Once you master the skill of non-judgment, you open to the power of curiosity, unencumbered by the burdens of yesterday's fear, as you look ahead into the potential of the future. Yes, you still need to be brave. Right now, you are facing a critical moment in time with an opportunity to meet your fate, a choice point where you expand your influence and your capacity for abundance, love, and purposeful action. Now is the moment to leap into it. Whether it be a heart connection, a call to creativity, or a new identity in your work or another area of life, with all your heart and soul. So you're going to leap into it with all your heart and soul. Your success is surely written in the stars. In order to bring your destiny to fruition, you must jump into the adventure with both feet and do your part. Very, very powerful. Had to read it because when I, pull the cards, I pull sort of randomly and I look at them first and I get my little gut check on what the messages are. And most times there is a little bit of a thread. I can kind of pull it all together. But when I got to that card, I was like, oh my God, there's nothing I can even pull out to just connect to the other two. The whole thing was so important. So I hope you don't mind me taking the moment to do that for you. Okay? So you're going back to the pleasure garden of love, whether you want to or not. Lay down your sword. You've passed the initiation phase. And now you're going to examine this moment, this crossroads energy with the fates, and leap into it with all your heart and soul. What's coming in through the cards for you here, Virgo? Yep. Four of Cups, Five of Swords, Ten of Swords, King of Cups, Empress, Six of Pentacles, very good. Hierophant, King of Swords, Nine of Wands, Page of Cups. So lovely. Card on the bottom, King of Wands, right? Hello, Leo. Or Aries or Sag, I'll say that too. But on this deck, the line in the background is unmistakable. And of course, there is the Two of Cups, and there is the Chariot and the World. So big ass energy coming through here underneath, Virgo. And I am feeling that you're being crowned here. What's guiding you and where you're drawing your strength is from divine feminine energy, either as the divine feminine or drawing it from a divine feminine. But we still have ish here. I do want to draw your attention though. If you happen to be dealing with a Leo, as many Virgos are, you may want to watch that reading, because the morning musing this morning for Virgo, that's for the channel members, was almost all the identical cards for the Leo reading. And the Leo reading did not do very well, gotta admit, because the message was difficult and people get pissy and they don't like it. And so it doesn't get a lot of play. It just really didn't get a lot of views. But the message was really critical and very important, especially if you're dealing with a Leo. Got it? Okay, so I just wanted to say that. So what do we got here? We've got the Four of Cups and the Five of Swords. I want to pull something up real quick just to make sure I have it. Yeah, okay, there it is. The Four of Cups with the Five of Swords is telling me that you're not happy. You're unhappy here. There's emotional distance and unhappiness and dissatisfaction and disillusionment. And what is that about? The Five of Swords. Something that feels like it was kind of sabotagey, right? At the very least, some head games. I'll just say it that way. But because we have the Ten of Swords underneath, I feel like there was a very painful ending, one you may not have seen coming. In the past, King of Cups may be referring to the emotional availability of your divine counterpart or the absence thereof. This is the one that, is the keeper of your heart. So here we are in the Empress energy. Just absolutely love this card. And then we get the Six of Pentacles going forward. It's a measure of reciprocity, equal give and take. What goes out comes back to you. The energetic exchange is finally showing up between you. I love that. And, you know, Spirit's message to you, Hierophant, is reminding you of who you are. It's really a call to stay true to yourself, your higher self, right? There's ascension in this card, very uplifting. You are your own wise counsel, Virgo, in terms of the Hierophant. So I just wanted to add that little flavor in there for you. And the hidden energies, King of Swords, this person may be strategizing, right? There's strategy with the King of Swords. They can be remote and distant and not always warm and fuzzy in their reversed energy. But what's going on behind the scenes feels to me like somebody is strategizing from an energy that feels very similar to the Hierophant. Like there's an appeal to their higher self. Their strategy isn't just self-serving. It's for the highest good. And here you are in your hopes and fears, Nine of Wands, not really giving up. See how that one torch is still lit. That torch, I said, so actually a wand, but I called it a torch. Okay. It's a wand, but it's lit. And in this deck, that tells me there's this sort of energy of I will not give up, right? I am resilient. There isn't anything I can't overcome if I face it head on. And that's just kind of part of your hopes and or fears. It's like on some level, Virgo, I get the impression that you might be exhausted. But I also feel like you haven't quite thrown in the towel yet. And here's why that's a good choice, because Page of Cups is the potential outcome, a message of love or apology. And it's sincere. It's from the heart. Whew, that took a minute. Okay. So let's see what we got going on. By the way, you can be here as a cross watcher. That's fine. Remember, sometimes energies come through reversed, and I'm speaking directly to a cross watcher. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you enjoy my style, my energy, the reading, please consider joining us by subscribing. I would really love that. And for those who are returning, my babies, I love you. Okay. Four of Cups, Five of Swords. Yes, Emperor, Nine of Swords, and the Moon. Here's your Emperor, right? King of Wands, that's the underlying energy for the reading. King of Cups, King of Swords, all the same person, different aspects of their energy. I feel like you're kind of all like in a ball of knots over this, whatever this Five of Swords is, right? For some of you, that Five of Swords will feel like gaslighting. You'll go like, oh yeah. For some of you, it's just mind games. For others of you, it's like an unfair fight, one you kind of felt where the deck was stacked against you from the outset. For others of you, definitely sabotage, like a setup, feeling like you were set up. And I'm saying that because there's a Ten of Swords under here. We'll get there in a second. But I feel like whatever it is, dealing with a divine masculine or as the divine masculine, there's a lot of worry here. There's a lot of sleepless nights and agitation and things running on a loop in your head over and over and over again. And it's all coming from fear. There's uncertainty. There may be, things you're not aware of, especially if you're in separation from this person in 3D at this time. Right? You kind of, a lot is left to the imagination when we are in physical separation from somebody, even though we're never in separation. You know what I'm talking about in 3D. Can't see him, can't touch him, can't talk to him. It breeds a lot of insecurity and fears of what's going on the other side. So, Ten of Swords underneath. This is your unconscious awareness. This is your conscious awareness, right? So there's the Sun. Hello, Leo. And the Queen of Swords. Okay. So we have here this painful ending pretty much wrecked you. But I feel like you're ready to choose happiness again, right? It's almost like the Garden of Venus. You're being not just invited, you're being summoned. And I'm feeling that sense of summoning in the Two of Wands, right? My happiness is calling to me. There's a world of possibilities for me. It isn't over till I say it's over. kind of energy coming from a Queen of Swords. Logical, practical, cerebral. I'm gonna think this all through, and I'll develop my questions, truth seeker, truth teller. I'll develop my questions, things that I need answers to, but I'm not taking this lying down. That's sort of the message coming through underneath. That's what's roaming around in your psyche there, Virgo, in case you were wondering. And you're probably all going, yeah, not so much in my psyche. It's front and center 24/7. I get it. King of Cups in the past. High Priestess, Eight of Cups. You've had to operate on a lot of intuitive energy as to why this person walked away. Right? You're still connected at 5D. I'm feeling that from the High Priestess, but this seems like in the past, this King of Cups, the keeper of your heart, walked away, exited stage left, whatever. It wasn't working for them for some reason. And you were kind of left to your own devices as to what that was about. There's the intuition coming through. And underneath is the Page of Wands, which tells me that on some level, you conceptualized them possibly as a player or someone who was not as invested in the connection. Messages might have been flirtatious, even sexual in nature, but the emotional substance, there was no follow through, right? All that was sort of left behind. And now here you are in this beautiful Empress energy. Yes, Virgo, that would be you. Yeah, I feel you're inviting a homecoming here. You're either inviting it or you're preparing for it. Because underneath is the Fool. That's a leap of faith. That's, definitely going back into the pleasure garden of love here and preparing to cross the bridge. That crossing card is what I'm thinking of. But that Six of Wands is reconciliation, making peace. It is coming back out of battle a winner. Both of you, intact. Wreath of Peace right there on that wand. So I love that it feels like you're preparing for it. You're okay. You're doing fine for yourself. Here, Nine of Pentacles energy. And now I feel like you're opening up to either a reconciliation with this person or meeting them in the middle is kind of how it's coming through. Meeting them in the middle. They may actually be the Fool energy coming towards you. And you meeting them. Nine of Pentacles, Six of Wands. That's how I'm feeling it. Six of Pentacles going forward. That would be the meeting in the middle. Sure. Four of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Five of Cups. A lot of water under the bridge here, Virgo. You know that. I don't have to tell you. Somebody is steeped in some regrets from the past, but if this is your energy, it is grief. It is sadness and sorrow at some perception of loss, but it's underneath, and that's that healing is taking place when this reciprocity comes in. New beginning and offer of reciprocity. So I'm feeling very grounded by the Six of Pentacles for you going forward. It feels like whatever you put into this connection is going to come back in equal measure. That will provide more healing. And it may take the connection to the next level. There may be an opportunity for a new beginning or an up-leveling here. And it's interesting that the Five of Cups is there because I almost feel, just like I feel this Fool might be your person, I feel like this might be your person. Not for nothing, y'all always show up in each other's readings. You do know that. So that's kind of what I feel is happening. Because the cards from the bottom are either what's going on behind the scenes or in the background that you may not be aware of. Can also be your own energy and your psyche. So Hierophant, message from Spirit. Oh, wow. Okay, so I need to correct myself. Spirit's talking to you about conventional committed relationship and how it is work, right? Relationships take work and effort. And I love that we get the 2 of Cups and the 10 of Cups. If you want a happily ever after, if you want the rainbow, you got to tolerate the rain, right? So this is about, yes, who you are at your core and being true to yourself, but it is also about reminding you that conventional committed relationships, what you commit to, takes constant work. So I feel like Spirit's preparing you for that eventuality. It will not just be easy peasy lemon squeezy. I mean, there's some difficult, painful energy here for sure that needs to be dealt with and navigated. And it isn't just, where you look at someone or you point at them and you say, fix it. You broke it, you bought it, fix it. It takes work. Even if you feel you were the one, 5 of Swords, who was set up or who was sabotaged or who was gaslighted. Even if that's the case, first of all, if that's really the case, why would you even want to be with somebody who did that to you? But things happen. So what I'm saying is, in the absence of anything sinister or diabolical, and if that's your storyline, this is not your reading. In the absence of that, you're still going to need to do some work. And I feel like Spirit's telling you, reminding you gently that that will be the case. King of Swords and the hidden energies. Oh, gosh. Yes, they are strategizing their return, and there is, here we go, guys, King of Swords. This is the divine masculine, is mirroring your unhappiness, your dissatisfaction, your disillusionment. They are feeling the emotional distance too. They are none too happy about it. They are strategizing what? Their return. And the return here is it's coming with their heart on their sleeve. This person will have nothing to hide. Remember, the outcome position is the Page of Cups. But, this person's working through it. They understand the need for the reciprocity, the 6 of Pentacles, the generosity of their time, energy, resources, and spirit, showing up in a way that provides some sense of grounding and stability, and gives you both a chance to sort of sort things out. Wow. So let me visit the 9 of Wands in your hopes and fears. Oh. Yeah, you've done a lot of growing since your tower moment here. I think you fear a tower moment, so you're going to tread very carefully, like baby steps. So I feel the hope here is that you can kind of hold on a little while longer. And that if this person returns, they're not bringing a tower with them. So you're sort of sticking one toe in the water, making sure it feels fine before you dive in. You've learned a lot. You've been on this very solitary journey here, Virgo. So I feel like that, all the personal growth that has come of this time on your own, 9 of Pentacles, as a result of the 5 of Swords, Tower moment, 10 of Swords shebang, like you've grown a lot. You've grown a lot. You're wiser now. So, yeah, I feel the 9 of Wands is you saying, I'm hopeful. I'm not giving up. I haven't thrown in the towel. But I'm going to put one toe in first, lest I get smacked with another tower. That makes sense. Page of Cups, potential outcome. Do I have to say anything more? This is so lovely. Page of Cups, 4 of Wands. You're the one. We belong together. I can hear the conversation right now in my head. My apologies from my heart. I adore you. I love you. I care about you. I want to be together. I'm not even going to touch it. So that's your reading here, Virgo. If this is resonating for you, you know what I do. The link is below to the extended, and I look at the whole situation from your divine counterpart's point of view, regardless of their sign. They could, in fact, be the Virgo. We'll look at how they show up in the reading, although we already have a little bit of a clue, how they see the situation, how they're working through it, how they feel about you or think about you, and their intentions going forward. And I'll pull additional message from Spirit to kind of help you navigate all that. And I'll close out with some more oracles. So if you want to continue on with me, the link's below. Otherwise, stay well, much love, and I will see you in a future reading. Bye for now.